So a neighbor friend of ours knows that I'm kind of a stevedore Dali weird designer of things. Called me up one day and said, hey, I've got a bunch of old sewing machine drawers that I'm going to throw away. I wonder if maybe you want them and might be able to do something with them. So they're kind of cool. They got a real nice emblem on them on the front end, and they slid in obviously into some sort of a desk at one time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pieces of pondo pine and lay them up over the top like this, all the way down, put a nice little hole in it, trim it with some more pondo pine and kind of decorate it the way I want to, and turn it into a nice birdhouse for his lodge just down the road. So this is the start of it. What I've done is I've taken my first piece of wood and marked it off so that it will be nice and clean across the top, and then I'll proceed to come into here and cut some straight pieces and line this all up and see if we can turn it into a cool little birdhouse. And I thought maybe you'd like to watch how we do this. Okay, so I've cut out my pieces to the contour of the sewing machine drawer. And now what I'm going to do is line these guys all up onto here to make sure that they look the way that I want them to look. That one might need to be cut a little bit more again. This guy goes into here like this, into there. This guy lays down into here like that. And this guy's going to come into here and butt up against this guy like that. And like that, and like that. Now, I've got just a little bit of trim to do back at this end to round this corner the way that the sewing machine goes, or the drawer goes. Then I got to determine where I'm going to put a hole for the bird. And I think this is going to be the top. So I got to give him some place where he can get into and still have the drop down to be able to do the nest. So maybe I got to talk to Bonnie about that. She's the bird person and can tell me what I need to think about. Getting there though. So I decided I had to think like a bird. And if I put a hole, say at the top, he'd have to come in and then drop all the way down to the bottom. And I don't know how you get your little wings to come back up and how much you got to fill with twigs in order to have a nest. I didn't want to put shelves in there. That's kind of stupid. So what I think I'm going to do is I put a piece of cedar in here now too that I'll stain and look nice. And then I think what I'll do is, because it's a nice strong piece of cedar, I'll punch a hole in it, probably at this end right here, because, well, this has got the emblem on this end, so maybe here. But punch a hole in either this end or this end, and then he can go in and he can walk this way down to build a nest and not have to worry about trying to fly in or out. So my next decision is whether I want to put the hole here or here, and then I'll take all the pieces apart, start to put it back together again. I got a little bit of trim here that I've got to do just to make this piece fit right. And then we'll see how it looks after that. Getting there though. Okay, I'm getting ready to do the gluing now, and I realized I needed to put like a little shoulder down on the inside of this so that I've got something that the boards across the top can glue to, rather than just this little thin trim edge, and it will help hold that all in place a little bit better. So I'll start gluing my ends on, and then I can put my pieces in. Okay, so I've started to put the pieces on, clamping them all around on the outside edge. I put my two end caps on to secure them and get them ready to go. Our good friends Karen and Craig came over, and they're getting ready to build a house, so we're going to go in and talk about drawings and just different things maybe I can help them out with. So I'm going to let this dry, and I'll get back with you in a little bit. Adios. Okay, well, I've been a little negligent on my videos, and I actually finished my sewing machine drawer birdhouse. Put some legs on the bottom of it, but this is what it turned out to look like now. I put a nice little branch across the front with some different types of lichen and moss on it. Drilled my hole into a piece that I had stained into a nice color that's actually cedar. Then I came back in and filled the insides up with the witch lichen, and just teak oiled all of it to make it look nice. And it sits like this on a bench or anything else that you might want to put it on, or you can hang. I think I'm going to put some wire across the back, so if you want you can also hang it on a wall. So anyways, this project's finished, and we'll move on to the next one. Actually, you can see I've got another drawer. I think I'm going to start working on another one. I've actually got 4 drawers, so there'll be 4 different styles. And I'll put them on I'll put them on the Flat Creek Studios for sale. People are interested in them. Thanks. Bye.